South of that, we saw temperatures well in the 90s, even reaching around 100 over in Louisville.
Excited to welcome the one and only Dan Pearson back to the grill. This is your third time?
I think it is.
Why do you keep coming back?
I think it's, you got to pay me union wages now. It's been 3 times.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Well, welcome back.
Absolutely great to be back. I'm excited. Seems like a later start, I think it's because of how Thanksgiving falls, right? It's the 29th this year,
yes.
So kind of back time it, right?
Back time it, absolutely.
He's so smart.
How do we do it?
I just realized that as he said it. So, but being back doing this on a Friday night, I know you're out there shooting and stuff like that and still all that good stuff, but do you remember this stuff?
I remember it vividly, just the tension of it, but the thrill of it too. So I know right now you're looking at me, but you're thinking about the 14th game that you're thinking is going to be.
We have the live shots. We don't have the live shots yet. But we're going to move them down.
So we need to do. I can dance.
You can dance. Perfect.
Yes,
perfect.
Absolutely.
FCA is going well and everything too, right?
It's going great. So I now get to serve 3 different areas. So there's 23 counties. So we bounce around up in northern Illinois. Then here, this is the biggest one. It's 10 counties and down in Peoria. So I make a lot of trips to Peoria. I always joke that it's for Jesus, but our 6 grandchildren all are right around there.
There's a reason.
So, yeah.
Well, Jesus is more than the reason. There's other reasons
That's right.
as well. So.
That's right. But it's fun because I'm meeting a lot of coaches and athletes down there too. So it's an important place to me. That's where I went to school and everything. But I definitely miss covering the Iowa side. From a broadcasting perspective and storytelling there. But it's been fun. I appreciate getting to tell stories here. And I don't know, I've been doing that for about 12 years when my non-compete ran out,
Right.
That's right. That's wild. A non-compete.
Yeah,
Those
sorry.
don't even exist.
I was thinking about that on the way in. I got the perfect person for you to grill. We might have to wait a year.
We have a few games that you're actually going to call. We're going to tell you make the call. I think that's what they used to do back in the day.
It is.
Some
it's
weird,
it seemed like we were more organized. It's like, just jump in, right?
Yeah.
That's what you told me.
Yeah,
and he sends the old guy to Kewanee, by the way.
He lives in Geneseo, so it's not a far trip. We're going to get to the action. Dan will be here grilling all evening. We're at Burgers and Brats.
Burgers and Brats,
Get to work.
And the little Abe made a little sheet cake for you because we did that last year for you.
I love it. I love it. Well, let's get to some action. We will start on the Iowa side that you missed so much, and we'll go to Bettendorf and Pleasant Valley. What a way to start the season. Spartan Stadium rocking. They were expecting 8,000. I think they had more than that. First quarter, PV striking first. Harrison Fierce, the quarterback, gets into the end zone for the touchdown. 6-0 home team in front. Bulldogs, though, answer. Second quarter now, it's Will Taylor getting it outside and getting to the corner of the end zone. 7-6, Bettendorf in front. Later, a little defense for Aaron Wiley's squad as Matt Magistrelli. That last name rings a bell. Right. Dad Mike has to be thrilled. He recovers the fumble. That leads to a field goal. 10-6, Bettendorf at that point. But Rusty Spartans finds pay dirt just before the half. Fierce again goes in. 14-10 at that point. We're going to show you an updated score. They're still playing over at Pleasant Valley.
Goodness.
It's overtime right now, so I don't think it's a final. PV up 24-17. We will hear from the victorious head coach, maybe Rusty Van Winksinga, later here on the score.
All right, let's check in with North Scott as they make the trip up to Central DeWitt. Quick little battle with them. It's Central DeWitt's Hudson Kruko. Pass to Colton Sawyer, wide open, tiptoeing down the sidelines. Steps out at the 5, though, setting up a 1st and goal. They would then go to Brent Morgan. He'll take it in from there, toting the note.
Yes, indeed.
He's in for the touchdown to make it a quick 6-0 Sabres advantage. They got a new head coaches here.
Hello.
How about North Scott? No Kyler Girardi, but they do have a Chase Stevens. He'll throw it downfield. Oh, what a pretty pass to Cash Bowie. 33-yard touchdown strike, 7-6 Lancers. And later it would be Stevens again, this time to a 15-yard run to Bowie. Another touchdown, 14-6. North Scott would have the lead at that point. Let's check the final score. It's all Lancers, 41-6.
Now it's time for the Battle of Davenport. West taking on North at Brady Street Stadium. Third quarter, West leads 8-6. The Falcons showing off their defense. Jordan Martin getting the tackle for loss. North makes up with the next play. It's Kaz Ravarchek with the 14-yard touchdown pass to Cannell Burridge. The extra point is good for the Wildcats to take the 13-6 lead. Now it's West's turn. Their offense is out. Brady Bells hands the ball to Jordan Tate, and check this out. Tate turns on the wheels. He picks up the 76-yard touchdown.
We will check out a final. It is North ahead in the fourth quarter. We hope to hear from head coach Adam White later in the show. Hey, let's head up to the Cedar Rapids area. Muscatine making the trip to take on Cedar Rapids Jefferson. The Jayhawks flying high early on. The completion down the middle, good for a big pickup and a first down. Later in the drive, it's the Jayhawks scoring to take the early lead. Muscatine's offense slow to get going in this one. We will show you a final score. It is Muscatine falling in this one, 33-14, your final in that one. Coach Gilly era underway over at Assumption, but it was a tough start for the Knights. They go on the road, always tough. Solon, they lose 33-7, your final in that one.
Hey, let's head down the street to Browning Field as Molin's hosting Rockwood Summit. There's Eric Stewart for Moliner, talking to current Moliner, Mike Morrissey. Let me tell you something. This pass play right here was drawn up at halftime. Mike Morrissey tells me Eli Taylor to Nolan Ducey goes for 72 yards and a touchdown. They've never run that play before.
Morrissey's smart and good looking.
Exactly what he was doing. 28-21 at that point. On the ensuing kickoff, the ball would pop loose and Moline would recover. It's Tim Schebler recovering the fumble, but they were not able to punch it in from there. Moline does get the ball back before the end of the third quarter. The pitch to Mark Carey, blocker in front. He picks up a first down. Shoestring tackle pulls him down. And then it's Adrian Cooper. They run that wing tee to perfection down the far sidelines. He's going to pick up 27 yards and a first down. It was still 28-21 at the end of three quarters. Let's check it right now. Still 28-21 in the fourth quarter.
Let's head over to Rocky Stadium, Rock Island. Beginning year number 125 of football. Jerry Burt covered their first game, Dan, way back in the day. Rock Island.
He was an intern.
With some special teams action right here as Manuka drops the football, and check it out right there. Deshaun McCall scoops it up. Looks like he scored, but they call it back because of an illegal block in the back. You know what?
Right.
Two guys that don't like officials already, Henry Hall and Mark Polite, they don't like that call. Rock Island ends up not scoring.
They've never liked them.
Later, it's 7-0 Manuka. Rock Island gets to work. Javon Clark-Pugh to Evan Ellis. That's 25 yards and a first down. Very next play, it's Clark-Pugh finding Elijah Venegas in the flat. He does the rest of the work. Turn it upfield, getting in the end zone from 22 yards out. That tied it up 7-7. Rocktown was feeling good at that point, but Manuka gets on track after that. They win this one 49-14, your final score.
Hey, a new era out in Geneseo. That's Matt Furlong.
Hello.
The sixth coach in 55 years, is that right? Sixth coach in 55 years, something like that.
I don't keep track.
I don't keep track of it.
Yeah, look.
Put the Geneseo guy on.
Anyway, Geneseo finally would get the ball back after Comer went 4 and out, and that was a nice run there by Colton Schmal-Burton, and then it's Kai Weinzierl around the right side, or left side for a first down, 16 yards. We're going to call this name a lot. Weinzierl this time. Nice little cutback step over. He's going to get into the end zone. That's the first score of the season, and it's 7-0 Geneseo. Let's go to the second quarter, and Geneseo, you're going to see a lot of run games. So if you like traditional Geneseo, you're going to love this. Weinzierl waits for the blockers, gets to the outside, cuts back, gets into the end zone. His second score of the game. It's 14-0 at that point. Geneseo will go on to cruise. 48-0 is your final score.
Dan Pearson, you make the call.
Bring it. Roscoe East Stadium, Metamora and Sterling. Metamora is John Schlemmer's alma mater. Golden Warriors defense rising to the occasion early. Early on, Metamora got down inside the red zone. Quarterback Stephen Petrie rolls out looking for a man, but Jimmy Wadsworth was there. Second quarter now, Sterling trailing 6-0, and they get on the board. Caden Phillips taking the lead around the end from 6 yards out. We're tied 6-6. After a Metamora score, Sterling's Drew Nettleton. The beautiful ball to Quincy Moss. Ooh, no Moss.
No Moss.
He runs down inside the 5. That was like a 90s reference, sorry. He thinks he scores, but after deliberation, he's out at the 1. They had to call New York for the call.
See, Sterling, the 90s were way back in the
Metamora down 5. Metamora counters with a 75-yard touchdown run. Petrie to Mark Frederick Jr., him too. Metamora wins this one. Way to go, good win. 28-9, your final.
Hey, let's check in on Galesburg as they began the Sean Hickey era with a road trip down to Dunlap. Nice return on the kickoff right here for the Silver Streaks. They get it into enemy territory. Nice blocking up front. Unfortunately, they would not score on the drive. Dunlap would answer though. They get into the end zone early to take a quick lead. We will show you an updated score. It is Dunlap winning this one in the third quarter, 34-0, your final score. Also tonight, we'll check out a score from the Western Big Six. I can update that for you because Brian Stocking is not doing his job right now.
He is busy,
He's
but
holding
he missed
out,
this
I
one.
think.
He missed this one.
LaSalle
eating a
Peru
Twinkie right now.
knocks off United Township late, 18-16, your final in that one. We'll see if the Panthers can get back rolling again next week. Well, we have reached our first break, but Dan, I'm a little worried because we've yet to put anything on the grill.
You know,
We still got plenty of time.
I love what you've done with the set. Remember, we were facing the other way.
We just
last
did a whole
year, so
180.
I'm thrown off here. So, which one's a brat, which one's a burger, and all that stuff. So,
We're going to start cooking. We're also going to update you on Pleasant Valley PV. Pleasant Valley is PV. Pleasant Valley Bettendorf. We'll get you a final that one. Hopefully have a interview with the winning coach. All that straight ahead right here in the Score.
What's up, guys? My name
see around me. That's for sure.
No.
I'm overrated.
All
I
day
prefer.
long. All day long I have been. We are back, Dan Pearson at the grill. We got a lot more to get to. There is a final at Bettendorf at Pleasant Valley with Bettendorf PV. We'll get to that in just a second. We also got to get to grilling.
We do.
We
I need to fire
almost
this
forgot
baby
about
up,
it. It is
so.
warm.
It's warm, yeah.
Which it's almost
Don't
too
touch it.
warm.
Don't
But
touch it.
on a night
We
like
don't wanna go down that
we
road
use
again,
this
right?
for heat later. But we use
Probably
it to
next
cook
week,
now.
right?
I know, right? I know, exactly. So we got a lot more highlights to get to. Great rivalries this week
Oh
as
my
well.
gosh, love it
And
so
one
much.
of them over in Sherrard as Sherrard took on Rock Ridge. We'll take you to those highlights as we speak. A good one in the Three Rivers as they get ready and shake hands before the game. It's Sherrard's defense playing well early on as Lane Luxmore and Dawson Leggett get to the quarterback for the sack. It was scoreless early on. Second possession, though, for Rock Ridge. They explode. How about Cullen Schweigen? He's a sophomore now. He's as good as a freshman. Check out the stiff arm. Gets to the sidelines. He is gone 63 yards all the way to the house. It is a quick 7-0 lead. Rock Ridge gets it back as Pete Ivanek. These are
Pete
lovely
Ivanek,
young
Johnny
men.
Mark,
Exactly.
and Steve Campbell.
Speaking
Yes.
in the 80s.
It is Cullen Schweigen airing it out to Landon Wheatley. That one good, 52-yard touchdown. 14-0 at that point. Cullen Schweigen had 6 touchdowns on the night, 3 passing, 3 rushing. We'll show you a
Score
final.
standout.
Absolutely. Rock Ridge cruises 42-6, your final in that one. And we will head over to Monmouth versus Mercer County. And a good one in this one, as it is Monmouth Roseville getting on the board first with the touchdown right there. That made it a quick lead. Actually, third quarter, Andy Myers hands it off to Landon Matroy. Then I'm going to try to catch up here. They go for 2. They got that. Now it's play 3. After an interception, another touchdown from Monmouth Roseville. Then it's Mercer County's Mason Gray with the nice 11-yard run right there. And then check out this play. Monmouth Roseville, I might get one play right as the strip and the recovery by big number 78 will show you a final.
So.
I got it just in
Hot off
time.
the press.
It was on the grill. It was
The
burning up,
important
man.
thing, 50-14, your final in that one.
Wonderful picture on the north side
Oh,
of
it's
Kewanee.
beautiful.
Here comes the
Boilers in Erie
professional.
P-Town, up 6-0. Panthers are running the offense nicely. Keegan Winkler, the option pitch to Dimitri Larson, 17-yard gainer. Watch this. Special teams gets downright, special on the punt. It's fumbled, but Derek Nafsker grabs it for the Panthers. You can't advance a fumbled punt, but no worries for P-Town. Next play, that is Winkler. He moves left, goes right, sprints, 26 yards to pay dirt. I was worried on that play for my life. They push it to a 2-score lead. The Panthers nearly got more with a minute to go in the half. Kewanee's Brady Schultz, though, makes the play on 4th down, and this one comes down to the wire. Close game, as it is Erie P-Town hanging on to win this one. 13-6 your final.
We have a matchup of the Storm versus the Storm as Bureau Valley takes on United. First quarter, United punting. Bureau Valley blocks it to get great field position, and the Storm makes it count. Quarterback Bryce Helms hands the ball off to Brady Hartz. He cuts to the United defense and finds his way right to the end zone. The Storm take 7-0 lead. Still in the first, Helms airs it out. He has the 20-plus yard pass to Ryan Wasilewski, and that sets up this next play we are about to see. It's the start of the second. It's a pass to Blake Foster for Bureau Valley's second touchdown of the game. We're going to take a look at
Who's that camera
final
guy? Get out of the way.
Move.
And for the final score,
Maybe we have it. Maybe Brian Stock into
there
his
we go.
job.
Bureau
There
Valley
it is.
takes it 28-7.
Storm leading the Storm, right?
And we are going to hop back over to the Iowa side of the river because we have a final over at Spartan Stadium, and that thumbs up comes from the winning head coach, Aaron Wiley. Hey, Aaron. Coach Wiley, can you hear us?
I hear you, man.
Thank you for sticking and staying and joining us. Congratulations. You're getting too old for this kind of stuff, aren't you? That's a heartbreak. That's a thriller. But Bettendorf gets the victory, and you probably lost another year of your life, didn't you, buddy?
Yeah, well, you're still not catching me yet, man. I'm still older. I'm going to outrun you, Randazzo. Yeah. But no, yeah, it was a great game. Great game for our kids.
What impressed you most about the way the Bulldogs played tonight, and especially in that overtime?
I don't know, man. It was ugly and wasn't pretty, and a lot of things went wrong, but we somehow found a way to win, and that's the only thing that really matters. A lot of just sloppiness, and you know what, though? We had a lot of adversity, and we found a way to somehow get a win against a pretty good team on the road. They're going to beat a bunch of people. That's a pretty good football team. So, yeah, obviously we're happy to be 1-0.
Coach, you get better from week 1 to week 2. It's a lot easier to get better when you have a win in the win column. Talk about that because you have a lot to build on, but you have some momentum at the same time.
Yeah, we got to look at the tape and figure out, how we got to fix a whole lot of things. But a lot of what we did wrong has to do with who we were playing. They're pretty good, and they put you in a lot of bad positions with what they do, and they have some really good players. They're well coached. So, like I said, man, we found a lot of adversity here and somehow found a way to get it done.
All right, Coach, one more for you. The real reason we wanted to talk to you is a former player of yours, Pat Anger, is going to make his debut as the voice of the Hawkeyes tomorrow. I'm going to say a prayer for him tonight. Your thoughts and how you think that's going to go? I really do think he's going to do a good job. I really do.
Hide the women and children, man. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Pat's going to, listen to me, on all seriousness, Pat's going to do great. I've talked to him about this. He's approaching this the way he approaches everything. It's all business for him, and I know he's going to knock it out of the park, man. He's going into this with he's really working hard at it, and I think everybody's going to be really impressed with how he does.
Coach,
he's going to do great.
We appreciate you. I do agree with you. Get on the bus, enjoy that 2-minute drive home or whatever it is, and we'll talk to you real soon.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
You stay out of trouble, man.
I'll try.
All right, I'll
Thanks,
talk to
brother.
you. See you then.
Appreciate you.
All right.
All right.
All right, south side of Kewanee, gorgeous scene as Anawan Weathersfield hosts South Fulton. The Titan defense up to the task early. Zeb Rashid, what a player. Caston Rash converge on their man. It's a 3-and-out on their first possession. The visitors. A&W on the move. 3rd and long. Brody Child swings it out nicely to Maddox Heitzler in the flat. After a nifty move, he is touchdown bound with an escort by Dylan Kettleson Anton.
Nice.
And it's 7-0 Titans. That
Pretty good
defense,
shooting, too.
It's okay. It's okay. I thought it was black and white. That defense continues to flex its muscles. Rash gobbling up the interception to stifle another South Fulton drive. And let's add up the total points on this one, as it is 42-0 Anawan Wethersfield.
Hey, another great matchup in the track. Princeton, one of the top teams in the state, hosting Sterling Newman. Opening quarter of this one, it's Grady Cox recovering that fumble for the Tigers. And then, on the very next play, Newman says, hey, we'll pick one up too. That's John Rousey with a rousing jumping on that football, recovering a fumble for the Comets. How about Casey Etheridge?
Oh, yeah.
Nice run here. Gets tripped up and knocked down after a first down.
How many years do they get at Princeton?
I think
These guys have been around forever.
Ryan Pearson brings them around. They just stay forever. Then it's Alex Wynn. Short run for a touchdown for the first score of the game in this one. This was a fantastic ball game, and it goes by the way of Princeton, 28-14.
We have plenty more to get to. We finally have some meat on the grill.
Nice.
May I look?
And how? Yeah, it's.
We have a grill
magic.
cam.
It's like magic.
I'll
It
step
was
out
on
of the
I'm
way.
over here doing a
I
bunch
thought
of
I'm
different
supposed to be
stuff.
grilling. I'm not doing my
This
job
side,
here.
this,
do have grill
this
cam.
side is so organized, and I'm just
Grill
a
cam.
complete mess over here. How funny is Aaron Wiley?
Oh, he's fantastic.
That was fun. That was fun. So Bettendorf, by the way, did knock off PV in overtime. So congratulations to the Bulldog. Really good high school football game. That's what we're kind of used to here on Friday nights around the Quad City area. We still got more high school football to get to. Up next, we'll head out and check out Fulton. Morrison played as well. Some more games on the Iowa side. A lot more to get to right here on The Score. Yeah, no, awesome.
Good job with everything. Holy cow.
No,
Mid-season form.
that was perfect. That was perfect. Hey, how are we doing time-wise? Because I do have
This is
other.
where I was at.
Writes Local 2158.
So many great fans around the Quad City area. That's exactly what we love to see. This is Hunter Spiegel. He helps out for the TV broadcast for the Princeton High School as they took on Newman tonight. Hard at work. We're going to get him a job here soon.
Well, she's tighter than you do, Doug.
They do some great work out there.
Outstanding.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So congrats to Hunter. Thank you so much for being our fan of the night. Welcome back to The Score. So much great action going on, and games getting done a little later than usual. It was a big one at Brady Street Stadium. Davenport North knocked off Davenport West, and joining us now to chat all about it is the head coach over at Davenport North, Adam Height. Hopefully is with us as we speak. And Coach, congratulations on the victory. Just talk about what it means to get this season started off to a win, regardless of who the opponent was. Maybe. Don't know
Great
for sure.
feeling with that extra day, and then having it be Davenport West makes it even better.
Coach, awesome stuff. Just talk about what it means too, because you mentioned Davenport West, and it is a rivalry, and this city thing is a thing. I see you smiling right there. To knock off this team, especially that's had a lot of success the last couple years, has to give you guys great momentum as you keep going.
It is. I mean, these kids, this senior class, all they've talked about is they've never lost to them as freshmen and as sophomores, and they took it hard last year, losing them in a close game. You know, we've had nothing but close games against West for the past 4 years, and that's one thing I love about the city rivalry is you never know who's going to win, and any Friday night anybody can pull out the win. And unfortunately, I'll say it, and everyone knows we almost gave it away tonight. You know, we were up 14 with 3 minutes left, and we literally handed them the ball for them to go down to the 8 and score. So, I mean, that's just the great part about football, especially week one. You got to fix the mistakes and get better.
Adam, you talked about when I did the preview with you guys didn't care about the city championship. Playoffs was the ultimate goal for you guys this year, knowing the group that you have, the experience you have back. But this one's got to feel good, not only because it's beating Davenport West, but you've taken the right step in the right direction. You're starting off the season 1-0, and you got Central left, and yeah, that city championship is within sight this year.
It is, and we're going to celebrate being, 1-0 in the city games tonight, and then we're going to get ready for Assumption, and it's an opportunity for us to beat 3 Davenport schools this year, which would be awesome.
Coach, have you ever done live TV where you're just walking around on a Zoom on your phone in the middle of Brady Street Stadium? It's not a bad way to celebrate a win.
I like this a lot better than having you guys come track me down, and then usually I'm like wandering back and forth and all that. This is much better. I'd rather do this, and it's a cool breeze, and it's kind of cool being at Brady by yourself with the lights on.
Adam, what did you learn about your players tonight?
Toughness. Last year we lost, I think, 5 games going into halftime leading. And I walked in this year and I looked at all of them and I said, this is what I'm looking for right here. We were down 6-8 at halftime. I go, last year's team, they go in with all this confidence. I go, now we got to fight. And they came out and fought in the second half, and they grinded out a win. And that's all I can ask for from those guys right now.
Coach, appreciate you. Keep walking around. I know you got little ones at home, so that gives you a chance.
I'm at 30,000 steps today so far.
and 25,000 was waiting for us, so we appreciate you. Thanks so much, Coach. We'll talk to you real soon.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate what you guys do. Go Cats.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Well, we got a lot more action to get to, guys. We're going to stay on the Illinois side of the river and head over to Morrison to check in on the Mustangs as they hosted a good one, a tough one. Lena Winslow in town, third quarter this one. Mustangs down 16-0. Panthers threatening again, but the ball was on the turf, and Rylan Alvarado scoops it up. He's not done. Mustangs with the ball, and it's Alvarado putting on the moves, avoiding some tacklers, and flips the field. Nice run right here, getting the home team some momentum. Later, it's Morrison going to the air as it's Colton Bielema going up top to Braden Rubright to bring the Mustangs into the red zone. A few plays later, it's Bielema fighting for the yards, finding the end zone. That made it 16-6. Morrison battle all night, but we'll show you a final. This one goes the way of Lena Winslow, 32-6 your final in that one.
Let's head right down the road to Fulton as the Steamers welcome in Forrest into town. And first quarter, Fulton would go to the air as Dom Kramer would find Braden Myers. First down and moving the chains. Later, it's the defense making the big play, not fooled on the handoff. Steamers get the tackle for a loss. Big play by Fulton. Next possession, Kramer dropping back. He'll find Jacob Huizinga for a first down over the middle. Fulton would then come down to a 4th and 11, but no problem. Steamers, Kramer scrambles, and he's going to find the end zone. Nice moves, gets to the outside, scoring that touchdown. Fulton comes up with a huge win in week 1, 28-0 over Forrest.
You gotta have the Steamer, of course. We have another break to get to, but up next we're gonna get some food off the grill, start eating, and then we'll also head to the Iowa side, Wilton with a showdown at home tonight as well. A lot more to get to right here on The Score. The transition to like a normal, like do you find yourself up at like 10:45 going, that was great? Or like
Normal and Dan Pearson, those words are never in the same sentence. But, I'm still in that flow, the second shift flow a lot. But the problem is there's a first shift too,
Yeah.
But it's not like, like we would stick around till 2 a.m. talking it over. It's like, I'm sure you will.
Probably.
Probably
yes.
so. But yeah, I mean, I still love doing it and everything, and catching up with you guys.
Yeah.
It's so pretty awesome. Yeah, and the shooting is great, especially in the games that Jenna shot. She seems to have overtaken you. What are you? You've been in the business for like a week or something? These guys
doesn't take much. Speaking of Jenna, you have a game. Let's get to the Wilton highlights.
Yes, so over in Wilton, the Beavers taking on Mid-Prairie to kick off their season. First quarter, quarterback Drew Keith hands the ball off to Owen Hassel. They pick up the first down, but the Beavers' drive comes to an end, or so they think. Jordan Dusenberry with the punt. Cale McQuillan is at the right place at the right time. Nice. He recovers the ball for Wilton. The Beavers now have great field position. Drew Keith with the pass to Cade Serrata, who bobbles but makes the catch. A couple plays later, Keith makes the throw to Gatelyn Rogers, and that's a touchdown for Wilton. Wilton takes this game 19-14, the final.
Hey, Comanche hosting Wahlert, first game of the season. Comanche looking to get that offense going early on. Caden Allen with the nice run here as he picks up 10 yards, gets the first down as the Storm move the chains later. They go to the air. Charlie Stager finds Tyson Caesar for the 15-yard pickup, another first down. They couldn't cash in on this one, and Wahlert, well, they're really good this year. They come to town and win this one 41-0, your final score. A lot more to get to here on the scores. You see Dan Pearson finally doing some work at the grill. We're going to eat. We got Brian Stocking in the stats tonight. So much more to get to as we come back on the score. Dan Pearson, this is your life. Do you remember this guy?
Vaguely, I do, actually.
I think we've never met.
He knocked on my door in about, 1947 or something like that?
Yeah.
And he's been a Quad City icon ever since. He is the king of Quad City media.
He is unbelievable. He is the one and only stockpile stats and scores galore. Let's get right to it.
Okay, let's get you caught up on some scores that were not final when we went on air with the scores earlier.
That's what we love.
Bettendorf scores, they go for 2, they get it. They beat Pleasant Valley 25-24 in overtime. North beats West 28-21. That is the final. They went to overtime at Browning Field. Moline scores late. Why that didn't update, I don't know. Moline does win that game 41-40 over Rockwood Summit.
Wow.
And LP does beat UT 18-16. The Panthers missed a field goal late. Let's go over to Illinois. Final scores from Illinois, and they bounce back to games from earlier
Just put
today.
something up and we'll go.
All right, Riverdale is a winner for the first time on the road since 2019. They beat Mendota 23-12. Also, Orion tonight beats Hall 42-14. Knoxville 41-28 over Brimfield. Stark County is a winner tonight over Rushville Industry. That's their longest win streak in openers in 10 years. Rova Williamsfield with a late 42-36 lead over Havana. Princeville beats A-Town 38-12. One more boards from Illinois. West Carroll, they moved down to 8-player. They beat River Ridge 64-14. Rematch of last year's state championship game. Amboy is a winner. Milledgeville beats AFC 80-8. It was 42-0 after one. West Central beats Galva 52-8. Over to Iowa. Anamosa defeats Makokata 43-10. Highland blanks North Cedar 26-0. Moving on, it was Regina in a high-scoring game over West Liberty 42-28. Northeast is in their longest win streak in openers in over 10 years. They beat Bellevue 58-20. Moving on, West Burlington Notre Dame beats Wapello 48-6. Meepo beats Columbus 42-19. It was 42-7 going into the fourth. And one last board. Lisbon blanks Durant 30-0. Easy for me to say. Easton Valley with 20 points in the fourth quarter. They rallied to beat New London 40-21.
That's one. You gave a few Idaho scores too, didn't you?
No. He's Brian Stacking. We got one more timeout. We'll be back right here on The Score.
West Bank.
And our play of the night comes from Moline. Coach Morrissey drawing this play up in the dirt at halftime. Eli Taylor to Nolan Ducey, 72-yard pitch and catch. Coach, you don't need to practice this week. Just draw plays up in the dirt. You'll be fine next week.
Do they practice?
I don't think they do.
We will recap. Moline won in an overtime thriller. Bettendorf won in an overtime thriller. And North beat West. You can check it all out again on The Score on WQ80.com. And we want to thank this fine fellow. There's no flames or anything like that.
We're all good.
There's a history here, I know. And I want to be prudent.
Absolutely.
It's great being here. Appreciate what you guys are doing, keeping kind of the legacy going.
Yeah.
And man, it's a place to be for watching high school sports.
We appreciate that. We appreciate Dean Pearson. More importantly, we appreciate you guys for all watching. We'll see you guys back here next Friday night for 45 minutes of The Score. Have a great weekend.